So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So that's got things underway.
Peter, I can't recall a better leader of the line than Marco van Basten.
Yeah, a great scorer of goals and, of course, a scorer of great goals.
Yeah, and because of that, the words audacious and spectacular come to mind, and I think they best sum up what he could muster on a consistent basis.
And he's managed to get rid. Pedri. Well, that looks a good ball through. Van Basten!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes. Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
Can he finish? They've got to be quick to recover this. Danger averted for now. Well, this man's contribution is, as you would expect, proving terrific.
Well, having that sort of player in your side is reassuring because the rest of the team knows he can make his influence count at any stage. It's simply part of his package. When he really wants to, this fella scores.
Zakaria.
Barcelona really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Tries to pass it through. Van de Ven. Zakaria. And it's Bellingham.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. And that has been cut short. That's a good ball out wide. Nuno Mendes. Bellingham. Now that looks a decent ball. Shot, shapes to shoot! He's scored! Barcelona are back in business. There was to be only one outcome.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And it's White. Ødegaard. And he cuts out the supply. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bale, a player who needs no introduction. Bale. Now it's Kante. And here's Van Basten.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Bellingham. There's the whistle for half-time. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. Barcelona get the ball rolling in the second half.
Barcelona are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Now it's Van Basten. Now, what about a counter-attack? And this is Van Basten. Oh, that chance! It's there!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, that pretty much works out as a gift due to the space he was afforded in the box.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
And it's from Mario. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Bellingham, and he's managed to get free.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Romario. Araujo. Ødegaard. Here's Zakaria. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Bellingham. And here's Mbappe. Quality ball.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
Shot, surely!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Substitutions taking place.
And he skips past his man. He has found the way through. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And that is expertly dealt with. Costa Curta with the clearance. Look at the space here. Oh, such a clever touch. There's the shot! Loose this time, surely! And it's in! What remarkable powers of recovery!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character, wonderful.
Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
This is quite a battle.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank.
Oh, he couldn't quite make it.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. He's through here. And a chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Desperate defending required here. Decent chance! Yes, he's done it! And that has raised the roof! An opportunist. And that will be it. Barcelona were involved in a great game here, unpredictable in so many ways, but in the end they fell just short. Effort unrewarded. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Against Borussia Dortmund.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, we're on the way. It's a throw-in. And it's Mendes. Andrew Cole, Jim, one of the strikers that defined an era in English football, wouldn't you say? His medal collection speaks for itself. Cole! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And now they can spring out of defence. Great vision. For shoots! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Corner number 2 then. And he's taking no chances there. Zakaria. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Nice interception, well timed. And that's gone route 1. And the counter is on. Barcelona are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. White tries making a foray down the right. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card.
Yeah, plenty of jostling in that box. They just need a good delivery.
It is another opportunity from a set piece they have here. Forlan. Vieira. Now it's Forlan, looking to play him in. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rodri spots it and intercepts. Camavinga. Forlan. Nuno Mendes. Cole. Knocks it out wide. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Mbappe. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Vieira. Cole. Chance for a shot! Goal! Borussia Dortmund!
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
Borussia Dortmund are in front now, the game's only goal.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Now it's Haaland.
Barcelona certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Mbappe. Now that looks a decent ball. Vieira. Oh, good-looking ball. Oh, well measured. Well read. Nice interception. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Crunching tackle. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Barcelona can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Pinches it off him. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Cole. Shot could be on. Barcelona can breathe again, just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Cole! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Barcelona still trailing by 1 and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. Well, good play on the left-hand side here. Mbappe gets into a good position. And that has been cleared. And they're back on the ball again.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Cole in acres of space out wide. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Borussia Dortmund clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Haaland.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
No, again, there's no way through. That's been cut out, well played.
Borussia Dortmund clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Cole. Barella. Cole. And he's in on goal. They want to be quick to recover this. Plays a sharp little ball here. Cole! Nuno Mendes. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Flashes it, fallen! And for a moment, time stood still.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 10.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number 37, Van de Ven. Number 19, White. Number 11.
And it's Ødegaard. Weghorst. And the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And now they can clear their lines. And that is it. The equaliser just wouldn't come. It is over. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's down to business here. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And it's Ødegaard. Haaland. Oh, good spread. Some good work on the right flank here. He's got away. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Richarlison looking to penetrate opposition lines. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Trent Alexander-Arnold is one of the more productive players around.
Richarlison! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Well, you couldn't have asked for a better chance than that, Peter. That is disappointing.
Well timed, excellent interception. Mbappe. Nice bit of trickery. Ødegaard. And the shot! Goal! Barcelona! How very smart. He just got it right.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
So the first goal of the game.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Oh, it's come loose. Now it's Vlahovic. He's tried one! And for a moment, time stood still.
Mirassol really have found that they're getting more...
Real chance! It's a goal! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry.
Shot a goal! Goal! Barcelona! And again they hit the front. Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Barcelona get themselves into the lead. Nuno Mendes. Barcelona looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Mbappe. That has been cut short. Azar. Now it's Richarlison. Ambitious ball here.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Richarlison. Oh, what? Takes a shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Richarlison actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
This possibly the last play of the half. Alexander-Arnold with the short one. And there is the half-time whistle. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half.
And now, please turn towards
Neither
the
side
screen
holding back
for a
here.
special
It has been
presentation
quite a
featuring
half,
our
this.
guest
Well, I think the
performance
message
today.
from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. So we're just settling back into this second half. Changes made by neither side from what we understand. Azar. Xavi Alonso. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
He's on it. Can he? Big header! Goal! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage, fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this. A header! It's loose and and the keeper couldn't hold it. Went with his head but couldn't steer it in. Richarlison. And he's lost his man here. He's one-on-one. Shot, surely! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Spirited to say the least. Certainly gave this crowd something to really cheer about.
Substitution on the field, number 28.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number 95, Alessandro Bastoni. Number 8, Guardiola. Number 18,
Great vision.
Richarlison.
And he's managed to get free.
20,
That's going to go a long way.
Coming on the field, number 2, Van Dijk. Number 25,
No, that was never going to make it.
Number 50,
He's shifting through the gears here.
Number 27.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Substitution in progress.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Fired deep towards the back post. Into the last quarter of an hour. Alexander-Arnold cuts it out. Aimed beyond the defence. Can he latch on to this? And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Threads one in.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Punched away.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Good read, needed to be.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
No, it's come to nothing. Alexander-Arnold gets good distance on it. And we're done. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be, and they're all square. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, we're on the way. Well, here he is, Martin Caceres, an uncompromising, unrelenting defender, Jim.
Yeah, and that unbreakable spirit is what makes him so special, Peter. He just plays without fear, determined to win at all costs.
Every team needs one of him, doesn't it?
Well, if you want to be successful, it's essential.
Azar. That's a little off target. And this is... And Torres! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Fernando Torres brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Reinders. Ambitious ball here. Oh, important interception. It's out for a goal kick. Barcelona still without a single shot on target. Not the most accurate pass. Nuno Mendes knocks it into space. Rijkaard. Now it's Torres. Hazard. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Now it's Mbappe. Nuno Mendes. Pedri. Driving on and making good progress. Steaming on goalwards. Hazard. Now it's Torres. Oh, good spread. And that is as far as they're going to go. Now it's Mbappe.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. Now it's Haaland. Ruben Dias did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Haaland. Oh, that's a fine interception. Hazard. Fernando Torres. Zakaria calmly anticipates. Nuno Mendes. Great ball if he can get there. Punched away. Oh, that was vital. And there is the half-time whistle. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action.
Coming on the field is number 21, Ekitike.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change.
Haaland! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Hazard. Now, what about a counter-attack? Tries to pass it through. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Now it's Haaland. Out to the left it goes. Oh, he's been flattened there. Whistle's gone and the referee has given a penalty. Barcelona presented with a golden opportunity here. So the most significant moment of the game. And he's buried it, 1-0. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
A picture of confidence, that was never missing.
So we have our breakthrough.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Oh, look at the space here. Oh, that's a big chance!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And here's decent chance! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Substitution for Fluminense. Number 7.
We have got
Hazard.
changes here, from
Number
both sides, in
18,
fact.
Messi. Number 4. Williams Saliba. Coming on the
Now he's
field.
off and running.
Number 13. Bruno Fernandes.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I think it's pretty clear. The message is to get the job done, and the sooner the better.
Substitution.
And he's on his way! Šeško might be taking... And a chance! And he hits the net! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Barcelona are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it. There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Well read, nice interception. Ruben Dias.
4
Bellingham.
added minutes has been indicated.
Now it's Rafa Silva. Rafa Silva running with the ball, and he's managed to get free. Oh, he's been caught on it here, and he shoots! He has done it! Drama at the death! Is there time for one more twist? Complete awareness, he understood what was needed. And time is up. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football, a real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Mbappe picking. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And that gets things running. Great vision. Saliba makes the interception. Now that is commitment to the cause.
The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to stop them. Back into the middle. Oh, what a mistake! That's a cute ball. And he welcomes it in. And that's put paid to a promising move. Araujo kept his eye on it, and he's there. Barcelona, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Barcelona, disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. And here's Inzaghi. Shifted upfield. He's gone for goal. Can he get it through? He's in plenty of space here. And the flag has stayed down. Very nicely done. Quick look, then plays it in. White can get it clear. White is looking to influence the game from out wide. That ball looks a good one. Now there's a fight. And the finish! It's in! There is the breakthrough! So smooth. A signature finish.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
Red Star have broken through. It's 1-0.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
That's a super give and go. That looks a good cross. Now it's Inzaghi. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And here's Mbappe.
Barcelona truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Oh, well played, well played. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Now it's Neymar. Oh, that's a
There will
key
be
interception.
1 minute added time.
And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Substitutions taking place.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Barcelona really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Mbappe! Lovely pass, but can he get there? White. That pass has been well intercepted. That's a lovely, neat pass. Now it's Mbappe. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And that is a little undercooked. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Nicely aimed pass. And that's really well manoeuvred. Odegaard.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space. Barcelona really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach. Figo! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 14.
It's their second corner of the game.
Number 7, Odegaard. Number 20, Zakaria. Number 10. Number 19. White. Coming on the
Bale!
field, number 11.
And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Bale. Iniesta.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Now it's Iniesta. Can he get on the end of this? They're urging him to shoot. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Delivery from Mbappe. And it's in! Tying minutes, and we're all square again. All square again into the dying minutes.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. Okay, there isn't much time left, but if we have to...
Mbappe, chance for a shot!
Added minutes has been indicated.
Ruben Diaz gets it away. Now, can they get him away? Deep cross. And that has been... And the volley! So nearly the total turnaround. They simply ran out of time. It has ended all square. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So off we go then. And it's Messi. Luis Suarez. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Van der Ven did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And here's Openda. And it's made its way to him. And it's played into the middle. Deflected behind for a corner kick.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And he gets rid in a hurry. Portugal have the chance to go the other way. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. And here's Openda. Ødegaard played with finesse. Can he finish? And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
It's their second corner of the game. Climbs up big! Distributed tidily. Now what about this cross? That's a throw. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Saliba. Alessandro Costa-Curta, he doesn't have what you'd call a classic centre-back's physique, does he?
No, but his game is never really about athleticism, power and the physical stuff. He never has to let it be.
Yeah, it's interesting because he's still become considered one of the greatest defenders of his time. How's that? Oh, shooting chance! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Nuno Mendes. Plays a sharp little ball here. Thuram with a fine tackle. Messi. Portugal do have a chance to counter here. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that Mbappe. Whistle's gone and the referee has given a penalty. Barcelona present their opponents with the best possible chance here. So the would-be breakthrough moment. That is some save from Khan. Golden opportunity wasted.
Oh, Peter, I'm not a great reader of body language, but I didn't like the way he walked up to that.
Terrific header! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Maldini certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Looking for the run. Now this could be a chance. Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Nuno Mendes. Now he's got space here. It's a goal kick. Azar. Threads one in. Haaland, and he's found a way past. Pirlo.
This is the time you need that pace.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over
And now
here.
I'd just like to read out our
So we
fan
are
club
still
members
where we were
celebrating
at the
their
beginning.
birthdays
It
today.
is 0-0 at the break.
Substitution for Portugal, number 30, Messi.
Here we go
Number
again.
77, Mbappe.
0-0, and we're at the halfway point.
Suarez. Coming on the field, number 11,
Odegaard,
Nedved. Number 18,
and that's a dangerous ball.
number 15,
Costa Curta.
Dembele.
Portugal trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Shot could be on. But he's cut it out. Looking to play him in. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got it. And he's let fly! Azar. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Openda being hunted in packs.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Some really good ball movement. And a chance! It's in! Oh, delicious. Such devilish curl.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Portugal, after 69 minutes, is number 18, Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo. Substitution for Portugal, number 4, Hazard. Coming on the field.
Both sides
is
then taking this
number
chance to
19,
turn to their benches.
Gullit. Substitution.
Portugal have penetrated for the first time.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
Showing great feet there. Pullet powering forward here.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And he was alert to it.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Pullet has it out wide and in space. Pullet plays it in. Araujo can get it clear. Pirlo. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Oh, a delicate chip through.
Barcelona really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Pedri.
2 added minutes has been
And he's
indicated.
made sure that's not getting through.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, that is one way to stop him. And that's that. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that.
Please join me.
How would you
in wishing
summarise
all
what
the
we've
best
seen
to
today then,
members
Jim?
of our
I've
fan
been in this
club
position
celebrating their
myself, and this will be
wedding
difficult to
anniversary
take.
today.
They did everything right.